Good morning, YouTubian galaxy. How are all you space cadets out there? If you hear noise in the background, the motel has tree trimmers going outside, taking down trees for some reason. And thank you for everybody who asked how I was doing, how I was feeling. It's pretty much the same, but this morning I would like to jump into a subject that I've not ever really jumped into. I think I've done one video on Jody Sue and a couple about Damien, her son. And if you all will, if you followed my channel, you'll know that I've never really thought Jody Sue was a big part of any of this. And I did not think that her son had anything in this. Until recently. Now I'm going to do a little talking, and then at the end I'm going to give you the reason why I might be changing my mind now. So watch till the end, guys, so that you don't miss it. Or at least, if nothing else, skip to the end. Okay, as the title says, I've never jumped on the Jody Sue train. And I haven't. To me, Jody Sue was a person who sat for many, many years up on a hill, controlled by a very domineering person, Andy B. And I don't care what any of y'all say. I've been there, been around those kind of people, and honest to God, that is exactly what it is. She sat up there. She didn't have many friends. She associated with Candace and them because of whatever dealings they may have had been going on, but wasn't really true friends. Probably more like what you would call pill buddies, but not a real friend. As far as having real friends, Jody Sue probably didn't have that many. The people that came up there was probably friends of Andy's or, dealings with Andy. Jody Sue done whatever she may have done up there in her part of the business, if there was any alleged business going on. And remember, folks, all of this is alleged. I know none of this to be fact. This is all hearsay from the galaxy, and the information I give at the end is alleged. It's not from the galaxy, but it is alleged until proven, okay? Just keep that in mind. But the more I think about it, anyways, like I was saying, she sits up there, and then when Andy leaves her and all this happens with Summer, and she, because if you'll think, that's why she was doing the Facebook posts and stuff, was because she didn't have a lot of people to talk to. And it was just a way to, have somebody to talk to, have somebody to chit chat with. Then when the thing with Summer happened, when she got gone, Jody Sue started her channel. And I can tell you, once you start the channel and you start making friends in the galaxy, then, you build relationships with these people. You all know this. You may not personally know them, but you feel like you know them well enough to be friends with them. So the more attention that Jody Sue got, the more she craved it. It was attention that she didn't get through the years when Andy was around. And she loved it. She craved it. She wanted more of it. So she was telling more and more wilder stories about what had happened or what things that went on. And it caused more people to be sucked in. And then she had the power to hit the mute button and sit there for hours and not say anything. And people would still hang on every syllable that she might put out there. Well, when I heard the information that I heard this morning, I got to thinking about it, and I went and started looking at Jody Sue's titles, actually, because, you can learn a lot about people from, like, the books they read, the words they use, the phrases they use. And for me, it was the titles of her videos that grabbed my attention after I found the information out that I found out. And let's just read over some of these, because they're really not what you would expect from just a regular YouTuber. If you start thinking about it, it's a little odd. We have laugh as much as possible, always laugh at it. Violent delights have violent endings. Dancing in storms, a specialty of mine times two. I can speak for myself. Operation Dumb AF. Nightmare on repeat. And if you guys will notice, the Nightmare on Repeat title was concerning Jackie Dobbs as the subject title. And right there's the picture. We have let's start outing this shit, shall we? In pursuit of happiness and coffee. The messages of June 15th. Bones and bullshit not included. Friends don't let friends laugh alone. Release the hounds. The end of the month is nigh. Another 8 seconds. Receipts included. And the kidnapper. Little girl's lost. That one really bothered me. And yes, I know people are going to say, oh, well, it's just a title and you have to watch the video and understand what she's talking about. Honey, I don't have to understand what she's talking about because I don't understand what she's saying. So, yeah, I'm sure that the titles go along with exactly what she's talking about. But the plain and simple fact is if that's the kind of stuff she's talking about, doesn't it make you wonder where it's coming from? What part of her brain is going to those deep, dark places? Like I've said in the past, I've sort of always took up for Jody Sue and said that she didn't have any part in any of this, that she was just a lonely person who sat up on a hill for too long and started getting attention and couldn't give it up. And I personally do not think that Damien had anything in this. I really don't. But one of the neighbors up there in Rogersville, this is alleged, not proven, it is not fact, but I heard this morning, one of the neighbors in Rogersville, close to Beach Creek, spent a little time around Jody Sue during all this mess after Summer went missing. That person is now being called in to give a written statement about Jody Sue's demeanor. That is what is calling me to take a second look at Jody Sue. Why would they be calling in a total stranger? Well, not total stranger, but why would they be calling in just an odd person who spent time around Jody Sue to ask what her demeanor was? That sounds to me like that they're taking into question Jody Sue and what her personality is and what her demeanor is and what kind of character she has. Now, it could be they're taking into question her and Andy B. I don't know. I mean, and it could just be all innocent. It could be they're just trying to rule out Jody Sue. I don't know. But I do know because they are asking for a written statement, I'm going to start looking a little closer at Jody Sue. And please do not take this the wrong way. I'm not saying Jody Sue's guilty of anything. as of yet, but possibly she had something in what happened, in my opinion. That's the first real information that we've gotten. I mean, other than the other day when we heard that they called her in and they called Andy B in. This is the first information that we've really gotten about the case and where they're actually wanting people to give statements and stuff like that. So be watching, guys. I will give you all updates as soon as I get them. And keep in mind, this is all alleged. It's speculation. It has not been proven. It is not fact. But these titles, I mean, there was way more out there. But these are just, some that grabbed my attention. And these titles are really dark, if you ask me, in my opinion. And I really never paid attention because Jody Sue she puts all the same thumbnails on all of her videos, or pretty much all of them. And so I never really try to distinguish one from the next. And because I don't watch her, I don't have a clue what she may have put out there on what day. But when I went and started looking at the titles, whoa. Jody Sue, if you don't have anything in this, you might want to start rethinking the titles of your videos and where you're coming from. Because to me, it sounds like there's something dark in your head. I mean, come on. We're talking about a little girl missing. And these titles are not speaking too well. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. It may not have been what you expected. It may not be what you like. But it's what I see this morning. And I try to give you all what I see from my perspective, okay? Pray for the kids. Pray for the case. Pray for Summer and her brothers. Pray for the Mulaney children if what was put out yesterday is true about Allie and the courts. And just pray for all the little lost children, guys, is all I can ask. Love your family. Let them know how much they mean to you. Because like I've said before, tomorrow is never promised. And I'll see you guys on the next video.